Hey guys, welcome to Sportsbook Review's Premier League Punters show. We are back for another round, hopefully of not battering. We certainly had some surprise results midweek. What a week. But listen, we're back on that horse. We're going to make some bets and hopefully win some money back. But first of all, let me introduce the punters. We've got Flash, we've got Alex from Need for Tips, and Big Man on campus. All here, been here all season long. 13 games to go, guys. Can you believe it, eh? How's everyone doing?
Doing good, Natalie.
Yeah,
Thanks for
good.
asking.
Good, good, good. All wrapping up warm there, Flash, I see. Keeping the cold at bay.
Yeah, after my selections, there's no money going in the heating meter, that is for sure. No, I've got all the windows open because it was a really nice day here today, so I thought it was time to have a spring clean and detergents and air fresheners, and I've got quite a sensitive nose, so I wouldn't stop sneezing. And also, I've got to go and pick my daughter up in about 2 hours, so might as well get ready for going outside.
Nice. Alex, I know you were hit pretty bad midweek, but we all were. Some great Manchester United, Chelsea, to name a few.
Yeah, we were all on Leicester. We were all on a lot of matches. It was a disaster. It was a really poor. I think that it is the worst round since the start of
Yes.
the Premier League. From my point of view, I don't know what the guys did, but from my point of view, it was the worst round.
Yeah, yeah. Big man. So we're going to put on the record here. Big man is in profit. He's the last man standing with 13 games to go. I know. Over to Juan more in the studio. If you can bring that graphic up for us. There we go. So, big man in profit, showing us how it's done. 16.9 units of profit. Myself, minus 1.6. Alex, minus 4.3. And Flash, 20.8. That's quite down, but listen, 13 games to go. Let's see how we go. And interestingly enough, what makes the Premier League very interesting right now is the relegation. There's 7 points that separates the 10 bottom teams. So I think it's now that we see teams hopefully fighting for their lives. And so we'll see how that reflects in our selections today. Just shout out here. We've got Melvin, we've got Kenneth, we've got Scott, Eras, and Saeed. And nice to have you all here as well. Okay, going to start with Burnley versus Man City here. Man City 1.32 to beat Burnley. Burnley priced at 11. Almost came through that Burnley bet for you, big man. Start us off.
Yeah, I that Brighton game really hurt me yesterday as well. I was really thought I was staring down a six play in my sights, but just irritating. Probably should have put off some money on the draw there as well, but I had that draw on Crystal Palace as well. Could have been a big week, but yeah, there were some tough ones yesterday. Yeah, this game I'm pretty much done with Burnley. They've kind of annoyed me lately. Kind of irritating group. They're just not a very good going forward team. I mean, they play great defense, but it's like pulling teeth to get a goal out of this group. And yeah, they really needed. I actually grabbed the live draw yesterday. Ended up getting the job done, but yeah, this team really struggles. Obviously, you're playing the best team in the Premier League here. They're a team that um, has slowed it down a little bit. Defensively gotten a bit better. I'm going to go City in the under 3.5 here at 2.05. We all know Burnley keep goals out. I don't think this gets too out of hand. City in the under 3.5 for me here.
Yeah, very nice bet there, big man. Burnley do. They keep things tight on their turf. The reverse 3-0 Man City. Flash, what are you going for?
I'm just going to go for Burnley at 11. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I mean myself and Big Man, um, we opposed Chelsea. We didn't fancy Chelsea, so we passed on the game, and we passed up on Arsenal, and they both got beat. Yet we didn't go with the other teams at such massive prices, even if it was double chance. So
Hmm.
I'm starting to think I'm probably going to oppose Man City for the next 13 games, thinking they're going to lose maybe one or two games. And the average is that the opposition are going to be between 10 and maybe 15. So I'm just going to keep going with it, unless they
All
and
right.
obviously until they play like a big side, and then I wouldn't oppose them.
Okay, so changing your tactic there and taking Burnley at 11. We've got Charles B. Meshel, Man City to win to nil. Was another bet actually I was looking at. Alex, what have you got?
But Flash, we have another 13 rounds to go till the season ends. So if you bet constantly at
Fuck you.
at
Alex, you're like the
around
Grim Reaper. Honest to God.
at around 8 to 11, for sure that you will not be on profit, because I don't think that they will lose more than one game, or they will lose more if they play bigger sides. So the maths doesn't
No, I think that
go you anywhere.
I'll bet them against big sides. I'll bet them against big sides because the big sides will think they've got half a chance, and then Man City will rip them.
I understand.
I mean,
I'm
I'm not
going
sure
Manchester
what you
City
could.
minus.
Go on,
Sorry,
big man.
sorry.
I just wanted to say one thing on Burnley. I mean, I get your play, Flash, but I mean, this team is dreadful right now. I mean, they can't
Yeah,
they can't win. I mean, they're not winning. They're
yeah,
not playing
no,
good. They're not.
no, and there's probably two reasons I'm going to go for him. One, because Sean Dyche is actually touted, and rightfully so, really, that he's one of the tactical geniuses in the Premier League for the standard of side that he's actually got. And secondly, they don't let many goals in. So I can
Yeah.
if they're going to win this game, they're going to win it 1-0, and it's going to be with a set piece where someone hasn't picked someone up. Listen, do I expect 8 times out of 10 that Man City will win the game? Yeah, but I'll sit and watch Burnley and I'll cheer them on.
Yeah. I like them, but I don't know. That means Man City to not score at all, and you're expecting Burnley. But anyway, listen, that's your pick. You're going for Burnley at 11. Alex, what did you say you were going for?
I'm going with City minus 1.5 at 1.9 9.91, as you specified earlier on the best bet show. I'm going again with one of the bets from the best bet show. I think that again they will have the possession over 75%. Again, it will be tough to score the first goal against an opposition that will defend 100%. They will park the bus, as they say. But once they find the back of the net, they will score more than that. So I don't know if they will. I don't think that they will concede, and I think that also big man's bet there will come and under 3.5.
Yeah, yeah. Just looking as well, we've got Dalo for to score in both halves. Man City. So one says Man City will come. Man City at some stage will come loose. They can afford that. But then we've got Robert Wills says madness. I think that might be referring to you, Flash. People doubting Man
Oh,
City.
yeah,
Good
probably.
luck. You will need the luck, they say. Big man, I'm with you. City in the under 3.5 goals. I think Burnley going to keep this very tight at home. 2-0. Hopefully, Alex's bet there. 2-0. Man City nick it. I do also like the win to nil bet as well. Okay, West Brom versus Southampton now. West Brom 2.6, Saints 3.15, draw 3.2. Both teams desperately needing points, both relegation fodder, poor teams. I think they're going to struggle. A lack of goals I see on this slate. Start us off, Alex.
It's a pass for me. West Brom, Southampton, first and single pass of this round.
Okay, all right. What are you going for, big man?
I'll continue to say it. I think Southampton's one of the 3 worst sides in this league. I mean, they're
Yep.
if they have not proven that, I don't know what else to say. I have to agree with Alex though. I considered the draw here, but then I kind of realized both these teams are relegation sides. Yeah, I could see West Brom frankly winning, but it's a pass. Couldn't really get much opinion. I have a better feel in other games, so I'll let Flash Watson have this one.
What are you going to go for, Flash?
Got to go for a pass. You've got to. All 3 results are possible. Southampton, the only thing they've actually got going for them is I think they've got the best goal difference out of the bottom, say 8 or 9. They're only 2 points off of 10, so they're not scoring enough goals. They're still playing only one up front. And West Brom have scored a few goals recently. You put a gun to my head, I'll say you got to go with West Brom. Home field advantage. They are scoring goals. Yeah, but I just can't play.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, no gun to my head, and I do like West Brom 2.6. I like the odds. They are scoring goals of late, and Saints, they struggle to score, certainly on the road. West Brom 2.6. I like West Brom draw no bet 1.8. Also like the under 2.5 goals 1.63, but we give one bet per show. I'm going for West Brom 2.6. So I really like this match, funny enough, and you guys all passed. Manchester United versus Huddersfield now. Very, very low value for this match. So interesting to see if you guys have found anything. Man United 1.18 and Huddersfield as high as 26. You going to take Huddersfield at 26 there? Flash?
No, I'm Man United -2 at 2.2.
Okay.
I think Man United are scary going forward. A little bit more. If they weren't 1-0 down after 10 seconds last night, I thought for the next 10 or 15 minutes they showed real intent and a little bit more quality in the final third with the delivery. They would have done something against a Tottenham side that was probably their best performance that I've seen probably since they played Real Madrid or Liverpool earlier on in the year. So Man United -2. Another now in Huddersfield coffin. Huddersfield now fall from bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Man United -2. Alex, you having a chuckle?
Yeah, music to my ears. Huddersfield 1 point away from the relegation zone. Come on, you can do it, guys. Go down. It will be the fifth defeat in the row there. Manchester United will destroy them. Halftime, full time at 1.9. No, 1.95. Manchester United under 3.5 goals at 1.95. Sorry, the halftime full time was 1.63. So I didn't play it.
Okay. Nice one. And big man, are you playing this match?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, listen, before after the end of the weekend, Sunday night when the Philadelphia Eagles are celebrating their Super Bowl, Huddersfield will be in the relegation zone. People, Huddersfield is going down. They're another one of the bottom three in my opinion. They've scored 19 goals this year, Natalie. 19. Keep in mind we're into February. You look at yesterday. Before yesterday, Manchester United hadn't conceded in over almost 600 minutes. That's pretty unbelievable. It kind of reminds me of that beautiful run Juventus went on back in the Champions League, if we can remember. Alex, I know you remember that.
Yeah.
And you look at Huddersfield, 2 goals in their last 6 matches. This is going to get ugly, but I'm going to go United and the under 3.5. I'm going to agree with Alex from Need for Tips here, 1.95. I think this is a 2-3-0. I don't think it'll get too ugly. But against Huddersfield, you never know. This team can chip 4 or 5 at times. Considered win the nil, but it's just too low. I'll go 1.95 United and the under 3.5.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I'm on as well. I also was considered a win to nil, but that was low 1.62. Must win for Manchester United, and I think their defence at home here, Huddersfield, are going to struggle to score on the road. Just a couple of comments here. We've got 10 toes down as well, just on that West Brom bet. He said, yes, West Brom to win. And then we've also got Charles B. Meshel here. He says, Manchester United to win to nil, Man United -1. First half, Man United to win over 2.5 goals. So a bunch of bets as well that he's looking at. I was also said on the last show as well, we are looking to get the comment section to stay on the video. So that's something that the team at SBR is trying to do, so that even after we've been filmed, we can keep all these comments up, because I think they've got lots of information in for our viewers after the show has been recorded. So there we go, Manchester United and under 3.5. Funny enough, actually, 1.95 now. Before it was 2.1. So those odds are coming down right now. So 1.95 right now. Bournemouth versus Stoke. We were asked about this one, certainly about the Bournemouth win, priced 2. They enter brimming with confidence here, beating last year's winners 3-0. What a match for them. Start us off, Flash. Are you riding the Bournemouth train here? Can they beat Stoke at 2?
No. Bowl accounts. I spoke to someone today and they said that Stoke were really unlucky again last night, but they kept a clean sheet, and that's a second clean sheet. So what he's done is, Paul Lambert, he's gone back to basics and he's made sure that they get something out of the game and they're tough to beat. I've just gone Bournemouth Stoke under 2.5 at even money at 2. I'm just going to
Okay.
keep it simple, because
Yeah.
if Stoke, If Stoke keep a clean sheet, I don't see Stoke scoring 3.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think unders is the way to go for this match. All right, unders for Flash there. Big man, what do you like here? Bournemouth versus Stoke.
Listen, I mean, I think the Bournemouth number is just too low. I mean, this team's playing better, but I'm still not a believer. They're gonna have to show me a little bit more. And yes, I am going to go to the well again. You should probably kill me if I don't hit this bet because I can't believe I'm actually going to say what I'm about to say. I'm going to take Stoke here at 4.5. Listen, when you have two teams that are both average to poor, you never really know. The value you get in football is pretty amazing to me. When I bet college basketball, I can't get these kind of numbers straight up. I can't get. I have to bet point spreads and things like that. Um, the value to me here is pretty high. I still think Stoke has options. I still think they were unlucky, like Flash said last night. And I feel like Bournemouth is the kind of side that you give them a little bit of love and they take your money and they rip it apart and throw it down the well. Give me Stoke here, 4.5.
Okay, wow. Just checking those the updated odds. Yeah, they've increased actually since this morning. Stoke have 4.5. Wow. Okay, are you on Stoke, Alex?
No, I'm on the overs here. Both teams, I think that they found their pace, and I think that this is a 6-pointer. Both of them will want to win, so over 2.5 for me at 1.85.
All right. I'd say it's a pass for me, but we do have as well. Robert Wills says love, love, love Stoke. Cherries come back down to earth, and then he goes to say big man is spot on. So that's the Stoke win. I have to say, as far as value goes, you've got the value there. Leicester versus Swansea now. Leicester 1.77, draw 3.7, Swansea 5.25. I think we were all on the Leicester train. They lost when they visited Everton 2-1. I have to say though, I'm going to take them. I'll start off with this one. I am going to take them at home, 1.77. I think they're a different animal at home. I think they're going to bounce back. They need the win, and even though Swans come from that 3-1 Arsenal win, I'm still taking Leicester. What are you going for, Flash?
I've had to pass only because I didn't think 1.77 was value. Yes, I'd only go with Leicester. I can see Leicester being over. I can see it being an unders game. I just don't see any Swansea getting anything out of the game. But I think at 1.77, it's just move on.
All right, moving on for Flash. What about you, Alex?
Both teams to score at evens. I think that Swansea can get something from this match because I think that Mahrez is devastated by the fact that he didn't transfer to Manchester City. Without Mahrez, we saw last night what happened. Everton won against them, and they could score even more than 2 goals. Everton to score more than 2 goals. So that's amazing, if you ask me. In the recent period of time, I think that both teams to score at evens sounds really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And just looking as well, Saeed as well. Both teams to score. Another commenter here likes both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals. And then interesting, Jorge here is on the Stoke to win from the previous match that we were predicting. What are you going for, big man?
I've actually noticed a bit of an invigoration with Swansea City. I don't know if this coach is there long term, but I do kind of like what I've seen. I think for them, I think they're more interested in defense. They're not going to go forward a ton, which, I get a feeling that they're going to kind of end up, and maybe Flash can agree here. I think you're going to kind of see them similar to like a Brighton, if you will. I think for me that's kind of their goal is to defend a little bit more. Flash, maybe you can provide some insight before I give a pick. I noticed that Carvajal is seems like be a little bit more less to go forward and just try to defend a little bit more. I know it didn't show yesterday. What are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, that's what he's done for the last 2 years when he was at Sheffield Wednesday, and that's why basically that's what got him the sack, because Sheffield Wednesday demand attacking football, and in the Championship you need to be attacking football because every game, draws don't get you anywhere in the Championship, and but he was organised. He really, and that's the first thing he's done there. A little bit like Paul Lambert when he's gone to Stoke. He's gone there and gone, right, we'll get organised. And let's just go to West Ham. David Moyes, he got his results at West Ham because they stopped letting goals in. Let's go to Sam Allardyce at Everton. They stopped letting goals in. They started picking up them 4 wins. And we go to Roy Hodgson. It all starts with having a decent backline because you're always in the game. And that's what he's done in it. And if you're in the game, instead of being 1-0 down after 20 minutes and it's 0-0, your confidence grows. And then you go in at half time, 0-0. You've only got to work hard for 45 minutes. And I'll tell you what, it all turned round in that last 5 minutes when they were 1-0 down and they won 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go under, Natalie, in this match. I think Swansea, we're going to see a little bit different group. I think Leicester, I think Dale O'Four makes a real good point here. I think without Mahrez, they're kind of a different team. He's mentioning that the dressing room's kind of irritated with him right now. He missed training today, supposedly. I think there's some issues with this group right now. Could they win this game? Sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they win 1-0 or something, but I'm going to go under 2.5 here. I think both these teams will kind of just be there might be a lot of shots, but I get a weird feeling this is kind of one of those games where a lot of people expect goals and we don't see it. I
Mm.
like this invigoration with Swansea. I'm gonna go under 2.5 at what do we got? 1.8. Can we get 1.8 out there? Anybody got that in front of them? I didn't even click it.
Here, I'll bring it up. Alex, we'll hang on. Swansea, Leicester, Leicester, Swansea. Sorry. Total goals. My internet's like slow, and
Boy, what is it? It wrote in Chinese
one,
now.
yeah, 1.8.5 there.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Natalie.
What did you say?
Settle
What did
down,
you
Flash.
say?
Settle
It
down,
was like
Flash.
you was trying to read Chinese.
Really? Why?
He was there for so long, like he was
'Cause you didn't
like, I
read it
can't
fast
find
enough.
It's
it.
it's because I've got
Yeah.
so much up on my computer that it's like super slow. All right, so there we go. 1.85 I found. Alex, did I ask? Sorry, we've been on this match quite a bit now. Leicester versus Swansea. Did I ask you what your bet was?
Yes, I said both teams to score at 2.0.
Okay, all right, cool. Brighton versus West Ham now. Brighton 2.3, draw 3.15, and West Ham 3.7. Brighton a point from the red zone. West Ham, I think, 4 points. I'm expecting a really close match with this one. I'm wondering whether it's one of those ones where you can't split it. Can you split it there, Flash?
Yeah, oh yeah. West Ham are far too superior with their strength, athleticism, and they'll be going there. And I cannot believe they're not favourites. I think you said 3.7. Yeah, that'll do me.
Yes, 0.7.
3.7, far too strong. And the big thing is, the Brighton will. This is the best thing. Brighton will think they've got a chance. So that's when West Ham will hit them on the break. I really like them.
Okay, 3.7. There we go. What are you going for, Alex?
I'm going with a draw at 3.1. I think that both teams are very scared to lose a match, and they would better win 1 point than to lose all 3 points. So I think that
Yeah.
this. I'm not playing draws often. This is 1 in a million for me. So, but I'm seeing a draw in this one, 3.1.
Yeah, I'll just jump in quick. I also am playing the draw, and I never play the draw. I find it very hard to split. I think it's going to be a very close match. I was thinking also of playing the unders. I was thinking if it's a draw, it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Under 2.5 goals, 1.57. I didn't want to play both teams to score in case it's a 0-0 draw, which is also quite likely. But it's the draw for me. I'm going to take a stab at it. Over to you, big man. Let's see if you can equalize it here. What do you like?
Uh, Brighton haven't won a game in the Premier League since November 4th. I mean, think about that. I mean, it's pretty amazing. They've scored 18 goals, lowest in the league. You better believe I'm betting against them here. I'm going to go a little bit and I'm kind of scared, but I'm going to go draw no bet here, 2.37. I think it's great odds. I think they win West Ham, but just in case they, act like they're West Ham and don't play well, I'm going to go with 2.37 draw no bet here. Really like this one. I
Okay,
don't think
all
there's a
right.
way Brighton win.
Yeah. Can you see? I know that it's super low here, so maybe one for a parlay. Do you see the unders in this one, big man? Do you think it's going to be a low scoring affair?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, there are some injuries that West Ham United have, and I mean Brighton's always. I mean, they don't ever score, and yeah, they're pretty good defensively, kind of like Middlesbrough last year. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see 1-0, maybe 1-1 at worst.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Flash? Are you on the fence on that one, unders or overs?
I thought I think that I think West Ham will score 2. So it's
Hmm.
whether Brighton get one. I mean, I would if you
Okay.
again a gun to my head, I'd probably go for 2-1, which then obviously kills your unders. But there again, 1-0, 1-1. No, I just see West Ham hitting them on the break, and just being far too athletic for them.
Yeah, yeah. We've got someone just asking about the little dog. It's like the main boss's dog. So no one can have a dog except the main boss. That's the privilege you get when you run the company. It's a little dog called Tiny. It's actually super sweet. Okay. Next match we are on is Arsenal versus Everton. Dun dun dun. Arsenal 1.28 draw 5.5. Everton 11. Are you backing 11 here? Are you going against Arsenal, Flash?
No, not. Funnily enough, I think that I'm going to go actually Arsenal and over 2.5 at 1.9. They're my skinniest bet. I think at the Emirates against Everton. And the funny thing is, Everton went and won last night, and the reason we wanted to back them last week because of Walcott and everyone, and it was Walcott who come and bit us on the backside. Even though if we'd have known that Mahrez weren't playing, I probably wouldn't have gone with Leicester. But yeah, I'm going with Arsenal and over 2.5 at 1.9.
Okay. What do you think of that bet, big man?
Oh, I mean, it's standard. I mean, he goes against Everton every week. Uh, that's just what he does. I don't know why he even talks about Everton games. We already know what he's going to be on. Plus, maybe it's time to switch it up. I mean, you are negative in profit. Maybe it's time to switch it up.
Yeah, but not with Everton.
Ooh,
All right.
boom.
Let's. All right. Listen, I think another funny notion is Arsenal. They think that they can compete at this level with the defense they have. You could sign anybody you want up front, but until you don't stop giving goals up. I mean, has Peter Cech ever stopped a penalty ever in his whole career? Has he ever guessed right? I mean, he's such an overrated goalie. Put Ospina in there; he's better. I'll go Alex Classic here though. Both teams to score over 2.5, 2.3 with the added strikers.
Hmm.
I think we see a football or a basketball match here. First match was 5-2. I think it's a similar game here. This should be an easy winner.
Yeah, yeah. I think this one's got Alex Classic written all over it. I'm staying away from Arsenal, that's for sure, though. But we do have who said Charles B. Meshel says much like Manu, this is a perfect spot to bet back Arsenal minus 0.75 in the first half, and he gives a couple of other bets as well. So, is this the time to back Arsenal, Alex?
Yeah, I think that we should give it a try. I really like, and I'm going the same way with Flash here, Arsenal and both team and over 2.5 goals. Sorry, and I really like the pro bet that Melvin said on the chat. Batman to score. Batman is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to score at evens. If he play, I think that he is a really good transfer. He's a Premier League player. He is fast. He's strong. He has quality. He smells the goal. He will do a great career at Arsenal. Hopefully, Arsenal will change Wenger at the end of the season, and they will have another manager. But I think that this one is a really good striker for Premier League. Aubameyang, watch me, watch what I'm saying, and you will see. If not this season, next one. So him to score at evens right now, it's a really good odds.
Okay, we got 10 toes down says they will tear Everton apart. I like the Alex Classic 2.5 3. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Crystal Palace 2.1, draw 3.4, and Newcastle 4.1. Are you on the Newcastle? Crystal Palace win? You've been backing Crystal Palace, haven't you? Are you on that train at home, Flash?
Crystal Palace 2.0 against a side who don't really score any goals and have been pretty awful all season. Yeah, definitely. Crystal Palace at home for me. In fact,
Crystal
that's my
Palace.
nap of the weekend.
There we go. Okay, so Crystal Palace nap. What about you, Alex?
Actually, Crystal Palace and Newcastle have the same number of goals, 23, but I'm going also with Crystal Palace at 2.05.
Okay, another home win there. Are you making it a full house, big man?
No, it's a pass for me. I will say this. I'll probably put something on Islam Slimani to score. I could see him coming off the bench and getting a goal here. I'm not sure why, but I think the kind of maybe a Theo Walcott type, maybe to come in and score a goal for his new side, give them something to be excited about. 3.75 doesn't look too bad, but other than that, I'm not on this match.
Okay, all right. Crystal Palace for me as well. Fan odds 2.1. Watford versus Chelsea now. Chelsea 1.6. We'll certainly be looking to bounce back. They are on that road. Watford are a team struggling. Should we take the Blues at 1.6, big man?
Yes. This is definitely showing me there's a lot to like about this. They're on the road and they're laying 1.6 off losing 3-0 at home to Bournemouth. Watford is a mess. Okay, I'm telling you, this price is when you look at lines as much as I do. I mean, I see so many lines every day. This is a stone cold. This is telling you bookmakers are saying we don't want any action on Chelsea. We're not gonna. We don't want you to lay. Most punters don't want to lay a price like this. They want to get money back. They want to get something around 2. This is a beautiful price. Chelsea will win this match. No shot they lose. This is telling you that. Give me Chelsea at 1.6.
Okay, Chelsea for you. Are you playing Chelsea Flash?
Yeah, without a doubt, and I've gone one bigger than big man. I've gone Chelsea -1 at 2.5. I just think that Chelsea away from home, they'll just have too much movement. I think they'll carve them to shreds. And if Watford try and venture out their own half, then that plays into Chelsea's hands even more. I see this being 2 or 3-0.
Okay, so Chelsea -1, European handicap, or -1.5 there on the Asian handicap. Alex, what are you going for?
Imagine, Natalie, that we talked about this match is part of my ACA bet, Chelsea to win. It was 1.5 when we filmed
I
the other
know.
day. Now after that 3-0 defeat on their turf, it went to 1.6. So yeah, you can take Chelsea to win with your eyes closed also now, from my point of view. But I'm going a little bit different. I'm going over 2.5 goals at 1.8. I'm staying away from the winners market for my single bet from the Premier League Punters.
All right, and now final match here. Let's save the best till last. Liverpool versus Tottenham. Liverpool 2.1 there, Tottenham 3.5, and draw 3.6. Can you call a winner here, Alex? Would you bet on the outrights?
I have it's not one of my top tips. I have a feeling that Liverpool will win, but my nap for this weekend is the Alex Classic, both team to score in the over 2.5. I think that we'll see a classic game between these two teams with a ton of goals. Liverpool will try to revenge the result from the reverse match when they lost really bad, and now they are home. Uh, I don't know. Liverpool at home are another animal. I would bet them as a single bet also if you ask me and if you push me to say a tip from the winners market. But written all over it, it has goals. Both teams to score in the over 2.5 at 1.85 in incredible odds.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Flash? What do you like here?
I like Liverpool and over 2.5 at 2.8. I think yes, both. I mean, what I've brought into account is if Liverpool shut out, if Liverpool can win 3-0, I just see Liverpool just being absolutely perfect. And you just take a little bit of DNA of last night's game, and Mourinho hit the nail on the head. As soon as Tottenham went 1-0 up after 11 minutes, that meant that they had to come out, Man United, and that suited Tottenham down to the ground. They picked them off, they played round corners, and they did not get anywhere near them for the best part of an hour. I think that'll be exactly the same. I think as soon as Liverpool go 1-0 up against Tottenham, Tottenham will have to come out, and the one team you don't want to come out against is Liverpool. So for once, I think I've got really good value for a home team to win, and the game too shows me some goals. 2.8,
Okay.
Liverpool and over 2.5.
All right. So expecting goals as well. Big man, are you playing the outrights here? Can Liverpool get the job done, or is it a risky bet?
No, I'm not playing this game. I want to make something very clear. There are Tottenham's probably the team that I hate most in the world. I hate this team. I can't ever get them right. Every time I make a bet on them, they can't do anything. Every time I bet against them, they score 4 goals. I hate Tottenham. I'll never be involved with them again. I'm sick of them. I tried going against them. I knew I was wrong the other day, and I just, for some arrogant reason, greedy reason, I did it. I hate this team. No, I'm not interested. I'll pass.
There we go. So big man is passing on that one. I have to say, for me, it is the Alex Classic. I totally agree with you, Alex. It's got goals written all over it. The reverse 4-1 to Tottenham. Just the over 2.5 goals, an Aka bet or something like that. 1.64 has got some value there. I found 1.83 for the Alex Classic. We do have, just going back, funnily enough, actually, just comments divided here on the Chelsea. We've got, for example, Jorge says, I'm a Chelsea fan and I wouldn't put money on them. But then there was another commenter that said, Chelsea are going to clean up. So be interesting to see what is going to happen. All right. So there we go. To wrap up things now, we're going to have the best bet and our ACCA. Let's start with you, Flash. What are you going for today?
I'm going, Crystal Palace is my nap. And my double is Chelsea -1 at 2.5 and Liverpool and over at 2.8.
Okay, there we go. Big man, what are you going for?
I'm gonna go banker, Arsenal and Everton. Both teams are scoring the over 2.5. Parlay, I'll go Chelsea money line and City in the under 3.5. Also, quickly, if you have any interest, Scotland, Celtic. What are we at here? Celtic -1.5 against Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock really struggling to score goals. Celtic doing their typical roll through Scottish Premiership. Give me Celtic -1.5 if you care to opine on that.
Okay.
What price, big man?
Alex.
Yeah, I'm going Liverpool, Tottenham, both teams to score and over 2.5 as my banker, and double City -1.5 and United halftime, full time.
Awesome. All right. My banker, City in the under 3.5 goals at 2.05. And then Manchester United and the under 3.5 goals as part of my ACCA with Chelsea 1.6. There we go, guys. That wraps up week 26 of the Premier League Punters show. Let's hope that we are in profit. We've got lots of exciting games this weekend. And best of luck. Thanks to you, everybody, again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.